So I recently came across something that reads as follows. Pay attention to the way people play with you. Hate and jealousy are often disguised as jokes. And boy, it hit home because a family member of mine recently tried it with me. So I posted a video that consisted of a pair of LV boots that I had just bought myself. I captioned the video, "Autumn has been hella kind to me." Because honestly, the season of autumn was really good to me. Overall, this entire year has been amazing to me and for me. I don't overlook the fact that crazy and devastating things have happened and continue to happen. But I just choose to look on the bright side. I choose to celebrate and to express gratitude for every little thing that happens in my life. That's just one of the many ways that I preserve my positive energy and I preserve my peace and happiness. Angali, there are a lot of people who are struggling out there. A lot of people lost many people and lost a lot of things this year. But I also post with the intention of motivating and inspiring others. Most of the people on my socials are people that I went to school with or people from my hood. So I always post with the intention of showing Utaibo, black child, it is possible. Here I am living my best life, living out my dreams. Zololoku kade sidlala singcolile silenga mafinyilo bhuqwini or kade sibhizi sixoxa ngamaphupho ethu e-high school or e-primary or evasi or even ngesikhathi sisasebenza kwama crappy work environment. So it's possible. Here I am, you know? Not only do I post because ngiyathanda and whatever it is that I'm posting iyangichaza, iyangijabulisa mina self. I also post ukugquzela abanye abantu nokubanika ugqozi nofuqufuqu lokuthi ngisho ngathiwa uphuma kuphi, udlulephi, wadlula kwini, noma yini oyifisayo is possible. You can achieve whatever it is you put your mind to and whatever it is you work hard for. But here comes this relative of mine under my LV Boots post. He comments, "Yo, into zoyiboshwa." Direct translation, you're gonna get arrested. Which basically means that whatever's in my post is fake. So my LV boots are fake.
Ushaya isifonyo saguji.
Go on wena man.
Into azoyiboshwa siya. Into azoyiboshwa.
Hey, go on wena man.
Siya. Eseguji po. Into azoyiboshwa siya.
Awunaso.
Shab, I get that we're related, ne? And I get that whenever we used to link up, we'd get buck wild. But ungjoyezwa yini? Ungjoyezwa yini? Mind you, I'm a Leo. So whenever somebody tries me, I literally can feel amathumbu ami eboila, ebila ngaphakathi. There's literally a fire inside me. And the only way to relieve that is by pouncing on whoever's trying me. But as I previously mentioned, I've done all the work that I needed to do to get to the place that I am in now. So I just woosad and I responded, "Heal." He responded by laughing. Hayi, kudlula isikhathi. Ihleli njalo lento emqondweni because angikhohlwa mina. Ngiyaxola impela ngiyadlulisa but angikhohlwa. Hayi. Kudlula isikhathi, a few days go by. I go to the Chanel store. I splurge on myself, of course, because these Chanel bags is a bad habit. So I cop a couple of Chanel bags and I post it. Hayi bo, abuye umuntu. Into zoyiboshwa. Bathung. Direct translation. Yo, you're gonna get arrested. Which basically means that my Chanel bags are fake. He immediately deletes the comment, ne? And then he asked me to buy him a pair of LV socks. And I'm like, how? Mina 40. Aren't you afraid of getting arrested? I'm a fake mean. And he was like, no, you were not joking. A joke is supposed to be funny. And you're not about to joke at the expense of somebody else. That's not a joke. That's being vile. And he was like, calm down, sis. You know, I'm not a hater. I wasn't brought up like that. And I was like, I know. We weren't brought up like that. So I'm surprised. When I thought so, We're out here fighting our friends, our colleagues, our associates, and everybody else, strangers, omakhelwane, because banomona. And then so experience within the household, egazini lethu, ekhaya. Like, you know what I've been through. You know good and well where we come from. Ngiphuma nawe lapho, besihuzuka nawe. Hell, I even tried to work with you at McDonald's at some point because begu tough, and I wanted to grow up and be responsible and be independent. So I was willing to do anything because impagamo nami asihlangani, asikaze sahlangana. I'm willing to do anything. Ukuthi, you know, ngikhulise, ngizondle, ngingarely on other people. You know what I mean? But no, here you are, now that I'm able to do that. Wena futhi usuyangidelela. Wena futhi usuzama ukungihlambalaza. Make it make sense. And had it been someone from a different race, you wouldn't have questioned that person. Had it been someone ongaqhamuki from the same place oqhamuka kuyona, you wouldn't have questioned that because strangers can do well. Strangers can hustle and achieve their goals. But wena siphuma nawe ubhuqwe nje, wena besifunda nawe nje, yindaba usungcono kunami. Yindaba usungcono kunami, because that's basically how they put it. But thina siyiboni kanjalo. At first I wanted to let it go, but I was like, no. Yangijwayela lona. Wampatla. Wait wampatla. At first I told you to heal. Ngehlisa umoya. I didn't pounce on you, regardless of the way that I was feeling. You attacked me, but I didn't attack back. I told you, relaxa, uhile from whatever is bothering you, from whatever insecurities, because clearly you're projecting. You think because we're not bomb, or because you can't afford what I can afford. Clearly, nami, I can't afford to buy myself authentic, genuine stuff, genuine brands. And it's crazy because scrap the fact that usiya uvumile ukuthi isifonyo sakhe sika 60 rand, ne? Ayikho Gucci ka 60 rand. Ayikho inkinga sharp. But my problem, my issue lies ekuthenini these people are trying to humiliate him. Already sebemweyile uSiyane, like there's no way uSiya could afford isifonyo se-Gucci authentic. Do you know what I mean? What if uSiya secured a bag somehow, secured a job? Engamsiza ukuthi asithenge leso sifonyo kade ayisifuna se-Gucci. What if uSiya unama relatives who are willing to spoil him, bamnike isifonyo, bamthengele isifonyo se-Gucci? Why umweya uSiya? There's absolutely no way. Anginaso mina isifonyo se-Gucci. Usiya unaso kanjani? Which reminds me of when this one time I bumped into umakhelwane. He walked up to me. I have to make that point because it's very important. He walked up to me and he said, Yazi, I'm really proud of you. We're really proud of you as a community. We're really, really proud of you. You're out here doing the most. We can see you graduating left, right, and center. We phethe kahle asizwa lutho lubi ngawe nje uyasirepresenta as umphakathi. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, thank you so much. And then I was with my sister. My sister then said, congratulate her on the car as well. And he was like, that there's no way that's hers. But anyway, keep it up. Bye. Do you understand? Ukuthi lo muntu walked up to me, and because yena aganayo imoto, he concluded ukuthi there's absolutely no way. Sharp, we get that busy, we are pushing ngapha nangapha, but there's absolutely no way ukuthi usenemoto yakhe. You know what I mean? He had concluded ukuthi angikwazi ukufika kulelo zinga. There's no way ukuthi sengifike kulelo zinga because yena he hasn't gotten to that. So people are projecting, and that's why I initially told this person, ukuthi heal. You are projecting your own issues, your insecurities, your struggles on me. And that's not okay. I get that a lot of people are struggling. I get that a lot of people can't afford many things that others view as luxuries. But some people can afford those things, and we don't post them to flex. We post them to inspire. We post them because siyayithanda. We post them because siyazigqaja ngathi for whatever reason. You know, every achievement is huge, especially Tina. Especially Tina. We've been through the most. So forgive us for celebrating every little thing that happens in empilweni yethu, and you know the struggle. So the fact that you feel the need, yokuthoba umuntu or yokuphoxa umuntu while they're feeling good, while they're expressing gratitude, while they're showing ukuthi black child it's possible, when you're just like, nah, I'm gonna burst her bubble because mina ngikho happy, because I'm miserable. So I want her to be as miserable as I am. So I'm going to burst her bubble. I'm going to tell the whole world, fake, post fake, she's living out her dreams, umnandi, kanti cha. Like, yini nkinga? Kwenziwa yini lokho? Uphapiswa yini? Say ukuthi I was promoting those things, or I'm an ambassador of some sort, and it was part of my job to post those things. And when you're out here with a negative comment, obviously that's going to affect everything that I'm trying to promote or represent. You know what I mean? So you're basically trying to hurt me. You're trying to stop my bag. Because when you feel, ukuthi, it's not possible for me to be within those spaces. It's not possible for me to afford such luxuries. It's not possible for me to be doing as well as it seems I'm doing. And singabantu abansundu, singabantu abampisholo, sinenkinga, guys, yomona. Sinenkinga yomona, sinenkinga yokucekelana phansi, sinenkinga yokubukelana phansi, sinenkinga yokuthi like kunaleyo nto yokuthi ngeke ukwazi ukuthi sehlukumezeke sacindezeleka sonke. Where you're going to make it out the hood. You're going to get qualifications. You're going to stack paper. You're going to live out our dreams. Tina, when we're still stuck in the same place, ain't no way. Nah. We're stopping that by all means possible. And people don't realize a win for one is a win for all. Because of the type of person I am, I put people on. I help where I can. I do, and it sucks that I had to mention this here because I'm not about bragging, but I do that because I do understand and people do work hard out here, but they don't get to attain. They sometimes don't get to achieve what they want to achieve because the odds are stacked against us. But that's no excuse. Just because you're not okay, not everybody else shouldn't be okay. And I'm all for protecting my peace. So manje, when I cut you off because you exude hate, you spew negativity, when I cut you off based on that, kuzobe ngathi sengiyayitshela, hayi uma zethu seshintshile, useyibone sengcono, akasakhulumi nathi, akasayibandakanyi nathi, akasas-entertain. Meanwhile, when uMazethi was still sweet Mazethi, ubuzama ukumcekela phansi. And that's another thing. Whenever you're sweet, whenever you're kind, whenever you're a decent human being, people view that as a weakness. And that's really sad. Ukuthi abantu sebabola ngaleyo ndlela yokuthi umuntu meye umuntu oqotho, ophilayo, ofuna ukubona everybody winning and eating. Uyislima. Ohleka nawo wonke umuntu because unenhliziyo emsulwa. Uyislima. So now we have to keep our distance. We have to cut people off. We have to harden our hearts in order to protect ourselves. And when we do that, nakhona, inking. And I never understood the saying, Eti, betrayal comes from the people closest to you. I was like, but how? How could they betray me? How could they hurt me? These people love me. These people want to see me do good. They want to see me do great, actually. So there's no way they could hurt me until barely things started to happen like that. It's always the people within your circle. You're out here thinking strangers have it out for you. Can't you know? It's the people within your circle, your close friends, your family. It is wild. We've got a long way to go. And we expect we're going to prosper. We expect sizophatha umhlaba, sithole inkululeko when we're still oppressing each other. Njani. And yazi, my former high school mate and I were just talking about this. Ukuthi siyabantu abamnyama asifuni ukuthi kube khona ophumelelayo kuthina because kuba naleyo nto ukuthi you're out here making it. And I'm still stuck in the same place. People don't support your businesses. People don't support your hustles because they're like, the more ngimsupporta lo muntu, the more they're going to stack paper, the more they're going to do better. Empilweni, bazongihlula. Forgetting ukuthi it's not a competition. But also that one person that makes it out the hood, that one person that is able to do well for themselves is doing well for everybody else that looks like them. And ultimately the goal is to get us all to eat. Asifune the seat at the table at this point. Siyazakhela itafula lethu. Bese siletha wonke omunye umuntu ukuthi azodla nathi, ofana nathi, odlule intweni esidlule kuzona. But if those very same people bayacindezela, Uzokwenza kanjani lokho? I mean, only 2 family members of mine have bought from my stores. Only 4 or 5 family members of mine actually support this whole YouTube journey that I'm on. They make sure to watch my videos, comment every now and then, even if it's like on the side. They let me know, Yazin, you're out here, keep going, uyangichaza. Please also cover this, talk about this, so that sizofunda kwena, because lukhulu esilifunda kwena. 4, 5 people, umndeni lapho ungakanani, but they have the audacity to DM you, bakucela izinto, bakucela ama-weave, bakucela iy'cathulo, bakucela iy'ngubo. They have the audacity to do that. Meanwhile, those very same things abayi-expect ukuthi ubathengele lezo zinto abayifunayo ngazo, abayi-support. And angali, jealousy is natural. Singabantu sonke siyayifila leyo feeling. But you need to be able to control that. You need to let your light overpower your darkness. But that's a problem that we have. And jealousy ayikho kubantu abansundu kuphela, but it's predominant. It is a pandemic within the Black community, and that hurts my heart. Because how are we going to climb upwards with this mentality when we're still harboring negativity? Obviously, when you harbor negativity, you're not going to get anywhere. Iyakuvalela leyo nto. Ikuvalela into zakho, ikuvalela ibusiso, inhlanhla zakho. But people don't seem to understand that. Clap for others. Your turn is coming. Ucabanga ukuthi mina ngisuke ekhaya. I left my country, I left my family, I left my dear mother. Relocated to a whole new world. Because China isn't just a country, it's a whole new world, I tell you. Like izinto zihlukile, it's a whole new world, a whole new universe, a whole new galaxy. Ngendlela izinto ezihluke ngayo. Ngisebenza kuze kwamamathi, ngize ngikhihliza amagwebu till I'm blue in the face. Till I lose my voice. Ngikhuluma waya ngipetula umlomo ukuze ngikwazi ukuthi ngibe independent. As well as ukuthi ngifeed everybody else who matters. Ngibajabulise ngandlela thizeni. Nasemhlabeni wonke jikelele, so that I can touch the lives of others as well. Ngicontribute emhlabeni, hayi ukuthi ngidle ngedwa. I'm on my feet until they swell, until they ache. Ngiphathwe ikhanda. Sifuquza, sisantuza. Hayi lokho obumnandi kuphela. Yebo, we have the time of our lives. But sisebenza kanzima. Abantu bayitshela ukuthi sisinisa amahleza la. We work really hard. We don't just scream apple, banana. No. People have a lot of hustles, Lana. Yes, people teach. But it ranges from English to maths to physics to drama, the works. Not only that, we have side hustles. Sipushanga panangapa sinamabhizinisi. Aslali. We left everything that means so much to us to make something of ourselves and to represent everybody who looks like us. We go through so many outrageous things, and we put up with them. We tolerate them, we stomach them, because siyazi how difficult it is back home. We pray for you guys back home, because we know that the struggle is real. Yebo, home is where the heart is, but ngizobuyelani, ngizofufusa. When other countries are willing to give me a chance, when other countries are willing to see the beauty, the talent, the skills, and to take my qualifications seriously and all the hard work, the blood, sweat, the tears that I've put in, empilweni yami yonke, seriously, ngingahlali ne-qualification endlini ngiqiqe ngibe umina enhle ekubeni kade ngingalali ebusuku, burning midnight oil in order for me to prosper and graduate and make something of myself. We know the struggle. Sikhala kanye nani, siyazwelana nani. We even help people come here or relocate to different countries that offer certain job opportunities so that they can make something of themselves and go home sebazi ukuthi stable. We're winning, macala onke. We do that. The fact that we don't post all the work that goes in to yonke into esikwazi ukuyi-affordela yona. The fact that we only post the outcome and not the process does not mean that we have it easy. It doesn't warrant you ukuthi ungihlukumeze, uzama ukungicindezela, uzama ukungihlambalaza. Just because awukakafiki lapho. Or just because you think I'm not deserving, perhaps, of le life esengwazile ukuyi-attain. Ezinye izizwe don't do this to each other. Ezinye izizwe make sure ukuthi bayagqugquzelana, bayamotivateana, they inspire each other in many, many different ways, and bayasizana ngey'ndlela ey'ningi. Nakhona if one person within the group isn't doing well, bayazama ukumsiza. But also lowo muntu akadeleli. Umsiza kanjani umuntu odelelayo? Umuntu ocabanga ukuthi angakuchamela ekhanda bese wena usiza yena. You know, I did think of holding back and DMing this person ngithayibo. Kwenzenjani? But I was like, nah. This person had the goal to write these things. Kwama posts ami that can be seen by everybody. So clearly there's a motive behind that. Guys, just because we're in China doesn't mean ukuthi sirokama fake. Designers all over the world send their ideas, their designs to the Chinese so that the Chinese can manufacture those things for them and then slap a label kulezo zinto and send them back. We get things that aren't even out in other countries yet. Genuine, authentic things. Kukwena ukuthi ukhethani. Ufuna ngo, ufuna copy, ufuna fake, ecacile, kukwena. Ekugcineni mina I've never been a fake person. Ngazo zonke indlela. And therefore I'm not going to lie to myself. Ngidlulise kuzo zonke izinto engidlula kuzona bese ngizogqoka upomo. Ngiyagula yini mina? Ngisebenza nzima kangaka. What's the point? Ngigqokisa umndeni wami upomo. Ngisebenza kanzima kangaka. What is the point? Ucabanga ukuthi mina ngafuquza ngifukuze kangaka. Ngishiye yonke into engiyithandayo nengiyaziyo. Ngiqala impilo entsha from scratch ngihambela tot ngedwa. Ukuze ngizogqoka ama-fake. Am I not lying to myself ke? Do you know how much money we make? Ngumsebenzi owodwa nje. Scratch the fact that we have multiple hustles. Ngumsebenzi owodwa nje. Lo enubukela phansi nina. Lo enubukela phansi publicly. Uhlekisa ngomuntu ofuna ukuphila impilo ayiphilayo. Nithi ngisho ngathiwa ngigoka kanjani? Ngisho ngathiwa ngigokisha kanjani? There's no way I'm packing my bags and going to China. Publicly, yebo, ngikhuluma kanjalo. But if I were to actually expose my DMs, Zanenhle ngicela ungitholele umsebenzi. Zanenhle wenzani lapho? Zanenhle ngicela ungiphe imali. Zanenhle ngicela ungithengele ukuthi. Same people. Do you understand ukuthi umuntu usebenza kanjani? Jealousy is a disease. It's actually really strange as well. Ukuthi uhlekisa ngomuntu who's out here doing the most. 40 minutes of my time rakes in imali ongakazi uyibone. Ongakazi uyibone. And I hate that I have to state this, but ama-facts our states. Since sesiyaweyana. People do that. They try to figure out what you're doing. What job do you have? How much money do you make? So they can weigh or measure the amount of respect that you deserve. Yekeni leyo nto. Enye yezinto ezisibulalayo.
Enye into engiphethula umoya leyo.
Heal. We can't keep blaming abelungu for every misfortune. Ekubeni thina siyazibambezela. Self. You curse yourself by cursing others. You curse yourself by hurting others. uNkulunkulu akathani ngey'ngane zakhe. Especially lezi ey'ney'nhliziyo ezimsulwa. Ey'thanda abantu ey'fisela bonke abantu bakhe okuhle. Akafuni lutho. Hayi ke angiphathi idlozi lami. Hayi khululeka ke lapho. You curse yourself when you come at me. When you come for me. I don't even need to do or say anything. I don't even need to ask them to do anything. Bayabona. And the universe will conspire against you because vele you are against wena self. Everything ekurepresentayo mayenza okungcono okuthize mayikhuphuka ngandlela thizeni iyakunyanyisa leyo nto. Yabo uyagula. Knocked his teeth out. Punched his lights out. Not literally, but figuratively. Ngamagama. And ngatetela igazi. Ngamhlaba nje ngamagama. So the person would realize ukuthi they're not okay. And what they're doing isn't okay. And it's so important for us to set each other straight. Umuntu uma ephuma endleleni, ntshele. Ungathuli. Because uzocabanga ukuthi leyo behavior is okay. Akhohle ukuthi yena uyivalela into zakhe. Akhohle ukuthi they're exposing just how hurt, how miserable, how unhappy they are. I wasn't about to hurt a hurt person. They're already hurting, Mus. I'm happy. So what I'm going to do is set you straight. Make sure you realize ukuthi you need help. You need healing. Uyabheda. Uyaphambuka. And ubagade abantu ujoka nabo. Ngoba uzolahlekelwa. Uzolahlekelwa abantu badingayo. Siyadingana siyabantu. A lot of people say, ngidinga umuntu mina, I can do it on my own. Nginja mina. Shut. All of us are godly. All of us. All of us are capable of doing great, amazing things. But siyadingana siyabantu. Otherwise, ngabe wedwa la emhlabeni ukuba udinga omunye umuntu. We're interconnected, and the fact that we're related, futhi, means ukuthi khona indlela esidingana ngayo nesazodingana ngayo mhlambe. Another family member of mine actually asked me for a design ntonton. Okay, ngambhekela, because she was like, ngicela ungibhekele iprice ngizokunika imali. Fortunately, she wasn't doing lento eyenziwa most yabantu. Ngambhekela iprice and I sent it to her. It was worth 53k, 58k, something along those lines. And she was like, hayibo, imali engaka. I'm like, kanti wena ucabangani? Ucabanga ukuthi spend imali engakanani thina masigqoka ama-design? And she was like, mfethu angibhekela lawa amanye, mfethu uyazi lawa amanye, ngathi lawa amanye maphi? What are you talking about? And she was like, angibhekela ama-fake mfethu. Ngathi mina mangibuka ngispecialize kuma-fake. Ngispecialize kuma-fake mina sis. Akuna-fake engispecialize kuyona, akuna-fake engizokuthengela yona wena umuntu wakithi. Khohlwa. And I know a lot of people think like that. And I'm not about to argue with people who aren't in the know. You'd be surprised at how much fake news the media shoves in our faces. Njengoba bathi Africa kuyahlusheka sihamba ngeenyawo silenga amafinyila. Kubhuza impukane ebusweni bethu. Silambile. Sigibela ama-lion nama-tiger nama-bears. Baphinde bantshela ukuthi nama-China specializer kuma-fake. Bantshela ukuthi e-UK i-royalty abahlupheki. Abaguli e-UK. Bathe eMelika, iphupho. Yonke into imnandi. Where dreams come true. The one country that can save the whole world. Kunjani eMelika makunje? Kunjani? And that's why it's so important to travel. Travel to a different city, a different province. Travel to a different country if you can. But I'm also aware of the fact that not everybody can afford to travel. So educate yourself. Educate yourself about other people, other countries, and how they operate. And how things really are. Because if not, you end up exposing ubuqaba bakho. Ignorance isn't always bliss. And it's not cute at all. Ngiyaziveza. And I have no business arguing with abantu who don't share the same experiences as mina. And angizami ukuzenza ngcono ngokusho lokho fact. Qiniso nje limsulu. Lingaxutshwe nalutho. I just pray for people. I laugh at them. Ngoba phela I'm human. Ngiyahlekisa ukubona umuntu ejela ukuthi usiyazi ekubeni akazi nikisi. I laugh at them and I pray for them. Father, please forgive them. For they know not what they're doing. They know absolutely nothing about everything. Emhlabeni wonke jikelele. Bazi le ndawo lesi space abakhule kusona. Bazi lesi space that they choose to be stuck in. Because you choose to be stuck. We'll always remain stagnant if we don't see ourselves as the royals or the royalty that we are. As the kings and queens and princes and princesses that we are. We will always be stuck. We are the cream of the crop. But until we start believing that, until we start carrying ourselves as such, we will always be stuck. I will be stuck physically, phela. Nala. Ngondi powerful gabi. Ngondi powerful gabi. Mina mangitshela ukuthi akekho umuntu ongangicekela phansi because ngiyibhoza. Ngiyibiza ngebhoza yamabhoza. Ngiyibiza a king because ngiyinja vele. Wosizi. Wosizi. Ngiyinja vele. I've always known that about myself. I've always believed ukuthi I deserve the best because I am the best. I am godly. I have gods existing within me. I have gods around me constantly. I am a god. I am a goddess. I'm destined for greatness. I'm destined ukuphatha. I'm destined ukuthi ngikhulume kuzwakale. La ngivela khona kucace. La nginyathela khona kuzwakale kuzamazama umhlaba. And that's a fact. I even mentioned in my previous video ukuthi umuntu ohlukile kunami wazama ukuzenza mina ngingomunye wa the very same people abababukela phansi. But umlungu wazama ukuzenza mina because ubone the power that I possess. Ngizohlulwa yini emhlabeni? And when ngibona umuntu ecabanga kanjalo about themselves, kuyangichaza because that's exactly how it is. Stack that paper. Get that bag. You're gonna get the authentic one. You're gonna get the genuine one. Ungaloku ngicela ama fake. Asiphili kanjalo thina. Ayisifanele leyo nto. Stop thinking ukuthi sifanelwe ileyo nto. Stop thinking ukuthi we are less than. Siyakwazi nathi uku-afford izinto eyi-affordwa abelungu. Nabanye abantu abangaphumi la siphuma khona. We are destined. We are all destined for greatness. Start believing that and you will get out of situation yakho ebandayo or situation yakho ebucayi enzima. You will. Trust me. Ngikhuluma nje ngiyazi. So nje bafethu ngiyaniyala. Ngiyaniyala angeke niye ndawo menisanele mentality ye negativity yokucindezelana phansi yomona. Angeke niye ndawo. And then kuzobe ngathi sizenza ngcono thina. Noma sibonga uNkulunkulu noma sibonga amathongo ethu for everything eyenzakalayo enhle empilweni zethu because inhliziyo zethu zimsulwa. When your heart is pure, you will always win. Isikhathi sakho sizofika futhi. Stop expecting to win ngesikhathi esisodwa njengabo bonke abanye abantu obaziyo. Linda. Work hard. Work smart. But also keep that heart pure. Because inhliziyo emnyama iyakuvalela into zakho.